Formula 1, che spettacolo!
L'ossigeno che spinge a respirare è una ragione grande come il mare, come il mare.
La tiene bassa!
Tutto quello che ho.
Che magia!
Yes! We did it! Grandissimi!
Hello, welcome to another Grand Prix. It's time going for today's race on the front row. It's Ultra Run David Sarah. Very good qualifying for the two rivals. There's Devando, P4 Merchant, P3, and it's Campbell, Thierry Headley, Max Adelaide, Tom Leon, and Ravo. That is your top 8. And then for the bottom part of this, it's UK Ball on BDS. That is the top 11. Bottom 11, we've got Sierra, Tackle Van Horn versus Theo. Solid qualifying for them as Skidorov, Wallace, Lampong, Marcus Klein, Devin Butler, Damien Castro, the two Williams of Boxart, and Eduardo. So here we are, 5 red lights for the 7th round in the season. Who will win this one? 5 red lights and we're underway. It is a good start off the front for the ones on the soft tyres. Davies Arquero notably as he takes the lead on the leaderboard into the first corner. He's going to make Ultra take the wider line, and Ultra drops to P2. Now Capo, he drops there down to P4, and Adelaide goes through up into P4. What a start for the Brazilian driver. Nicolon gets a fast time penalty, Versio also gets a fast time penalty. People on the mediums are not doing the best right now, however Ultra doing his best to try and keep within David Salguera, as we've got 17 laps ahead of us here in Canada for what should hopefully be an incredible race. On board with Versio, amount of penalty, Castro, he just picked up a penalty, the Haas P14, BDS down to P15, he should make a light work of Castro down the straight, but Castro is getting the assist of some slipstream pulls from Wallace. BDS looking over to the left to see what Castro's activity is. There was a little bit of contact, I think, there. I think there was contact, yeah. Wallace has got damage onto the car. Same thing for Damien Castro. So the damage is not going to help there. Wallace is P13. Castro gets ahead of Tackle Van Horn, but Tackle Van Horn fights back, and Van Horn's up into P14. And now he's free to try and chase on to P13. BDS though, he's the one going for P13. He's up into P13. It's a double overtake. What an overtake for the Nigerian driver, as it's now his goal to try and chase Versio, who is not in his race now. He's got the penalty that's going to affect him pretty much the whole way in this race, as Ultra is dropped 1.5 seconds now to Sarah Chiara, who is now leading this Grand Prix after overtaking Ultra on the start. With the mediums the wrong tyre to start on, possibly, as it's a 1 minute 1.1 set by Sarah Chiara. As the fastest lap of this race, he gets 2 warnings now for track limits. He's gonna really need to be careful, otherwise a penalty will come his way. As Sierra picks up a track limit warning 2, as Renault in P11. Gotta be careful there, as Ravo not having a good race at all. His head leads up into P8. UK1 moving up into P6, as I've just noticed there, on board with McLaren that he had overtaken Nick Leon. 5-second time penalty for them at the moment, as Adelaide has dropped to the Vendetto. So the Vendetto must have gone past at some point, as now he is in striking range of Sebastian Campo, but it looks like he didn't get DRS, which is an interesting one there. So Campo's gonna freely charge towards Ultra if possible. No DRS down the straight. However, there is down the big straight, which we've already passed by. But the out there, he's found the opportunity. It's the right opportunity. He's going to go down the inside, around the outside, and ruining the party here is possibly Marcus Adelaide, who's went for a sneak attack on Benedetto and is not giving up. This Brazilian is fighting as much as he can. Up into B4 goes Adelaide. enabling DRS, and they are fighting cars that are much quicker than the McLaren. This is impressive stuff going on here. And as for the race lead situation, Ultra still continuing to try and fight this one. However, he's quite a bit down. It's not working out for him at the moment. As Daniel Boxarov is looking to close in on Klein as Castro gets a fast time penalty for track limits. Track limits really seem to be holding the drivers here. As Sergio fastest in the third sector. Ultra 4.4 behind. He is losing a lot of time, and there's a 5-second penalty for Sergio for track limits there. And that is not at all what he wanted for this race. But with his pace, he could probably overturn it unless something happens in pit stops when he's serving his penalty. That could ruin his race possibly. So now Ultra needs to just keep a solid pace until Sergio comes into the pit lane. And if you do that, he could be on for a strong finish. Strong finish definitely be beneficial for Ultra this championship, like in terms of trying to catch up to him. Sorry, I'm just fixing something here. So yeah, 2 seconds is the gap to the lead now. Sergio is struggling a lot, as I just saw a car there pulling up the inside. I think that was the vendor. Yes, it was fighting Marcus Adelaide. These two are fighting a lot. 2 warnings now for Ultra for track limits. And into the pits comes Double Sierra. Adelaide gets a penalty now. So see his charge, the top 4 done. So it looks like Sergio is doing strong on a lot of the straight line speed part of the track, but he is struggling for grip, and it is very clear that he is struggling as well. As you can see how close the gap had gotten at the start of this lap, you can see it. And also down the straight, Ultra goes. He is currently 2-3 seconds behind now, and that gap is increasing and increasing. And here going to the pits comes Davey Sergio onto hard tyres that will see him go to the end of this race on them. Now he's serving his penalty as well, so he's going to get out the pits there, no issues at all. Marcus Adelaide being held up by Sergio and Ocampo. Oh, that was a bit of a risky one. Adelaide could have easily gotten past Ocampo there in that initial part of the pit lane, but I guess not. As Cable is out ahead of Headley, Ravo into his pits, and he's going on the hard. And once again, Adelaide's been held up again. It's been a disaster for McLaren in the pits. And now Ultra leads the Canadian Grand Prix on the medium tyre. Now, what tyre would he go on to next? Because whatever he goes up next, he'll probably have to go at the end of the race on them. Because, of course, starting on medium is always a risky strategy, especially the first part of the race where you need the speed. As in middle. Oh, it's a virtual safety car! Tom Leon and Ocampo! We can't see them on the map, but they've collided into the pits of Ultra, and this is horrible timing for anyone who has just pit, but it's softs. Softs are going on for Ultra. He's going to leave the pits in an unknown position. Dicklon leaves pits, Sergio still on the hard, but Ultra comes out P1 on the soft. He's going for the 2-stop strategy. That's his first stop, and now he's got to push. And on these softs, he's going to build a big gap, and he's going to try and make this 2-stop work. A very risky one down to Ferrari, but it's a strategy which they believe will work. It's given him, though, an 8.1 second lead, and Mercedes will not be happy with that. The only positive is that De Benedetto has managed to get a free pit stop out of it. Lamfong still has to pit, so the Haas is just not supposed to be there in P4. Klein and UK Ball will probably try and get past UK Ball's pit, Klein hasn't, and of course Lamfong hasn't. Now you came all around the outside. Track limits there. Gotta be careful of track limits. Headley getting into the battle there. And this may not end well for someone here, but somehow it does end well. I thought it could have been a collision, but I guess not. Headley though for a lot more pace down the straight as it seems. Both these guys reaching their top speeds. Davey Saragera for track limit warning there. Headley having to slow down. It's Kane. That's gonna hurt him a bit in charging P4. As this is a legitimate P4 here that we are looking at. And Nick Leon could also be a threat, but they are currently being held up. Adelaide getting through, I think. No, Adelaide did not get through. He was close, but it wasn't enough. So these two are fighting side by side. The two McLarens. They have a strong car. It's not a race winning car. It's not a podium contending car, but it's still a strong car nonetheless. Adelaide, though, the lead McLaren now up into P6. Now they'll be free to try and catch Headley and UK Ball, who are 5th and 4th respectively. As it's 5-second penalty for Ultimo, and no, that is not what he needed at all. 10.6 the lead is, that will be around 5.6. Assuming the penalty was took off his time right now. But yeah, Ferrari could seek a lot of points, and these are the points that they will need to try and catch Mercedes. And with Red Bull being a double DNF this race, there is definitely a possibility that Ultimo can catch up to Sergio in the championship and Ferrari can close in some points. However, Bravo being misplaced down P8, not really where the Ferrari should be, that is going to be a pretty big negative for the Italian, who's going into the season hoping for some good performance, but that is not what has happened. As Nick Leon and Adelaide, they've caught up to Headley. As the cable starts to drift away a little bit, Ultra getting another track limit warning. Now Adelaide is right on the back, and he is the threat for Headley. Will there be DRS? Yes, there will. Jack Van Horn might play for a collision. Headley has not got any DRS. Now he's a lot quicker than UK Ball as Van Horn gets penalty and Di Benedetto. And the McLarens there, they are so close to eliminating each other from this race. Nick Leon, he went for the move, he couldn't go for it. Adelaide, it's his turn again. They are swapping like crazy, and that was Headley almost taking them wide. Nick Leon gets a third track limit warning, and that is very close to a penalty. One more, and that is a penalty. Di Benedetto has a penalty as well. I think I already mentioned it. Yeah, I did. Lamfong getting a penalty, so this is penalty heaven. Penalties are being dished out left, right, and centre as it pits Cobus Castro for fresh medium tyres. Now Ultra will have to consider pitting some time. Now it's going to be a bit of a difficult one to make this work, because no way to get the end, he needs to do another pit stop, his tyres will puncture otherwise. So yeah, Ferrari have got it all to do here. Now Di Benedetto getting that penalty is going to help out Ultra, because they may end up hitting similar sort of times, assuming Di Benedetto is going to come into pits. Now if he does, that would be good news for UK Ball, who sees a shot at getting onto the podium, but that could be spoiled from another driver nearby, such as Nick Leon on the mediums, who will just have to extract the car performance while he can. BDS third track limit warning for him, and it's a 15-second lead now for Ultra, and he's still avoiding the pits. He's extending the life as long as he can onto lap 13. He's now done 5 laps on the soft tyre, so this is getting pretty scary for Ferrari. They need to find the perfect time to pit as Klein gets a penalty. Track limit is the reason again. I may as well not even say the reason for the penalty now, because it's always track limit. I will save it something else. So Sierra looking in a solid position to at least make up one place at a minimum. However, he's on fresh tyres, so he's going to start catching, and that will be pretty good for him. Start catching. Brave on P5 is good, but Adelaide dips into the pits. Same for Thierry Headley. No, it's Headley onto mediums and Adelaide onto mediums. So medium tire must be the better choice to go at the end on. Soft, clearly not working as good as people would have thought. Maybe they're monitoring the gaps out in front. We don't know. But one thing we do know is that Ultra is into the pits. You can see the Ferrari crew ready for what should hopefully then be a good stop, but they've got to wait and they're going on the softs. Soft is the choice to win for 5 seconds is what they have to wait as well for Ultra's penalty as softs are put onto his car. Sergio's passed by, Baldassaro gets a track penalty with a penalty there, and out the pits comes Ultra. He's only a few seconds back, but can he make up that time in only 4 laps? Now it is truly hammer time for him as hearts are wearing out for Davy Sergio. This is a battle we never would have expected after the first few laps of the race, but it's a battle that we may end up getting. So Benedetto pits on the soft, UK balls up into P3, Ravo is just behind him. Now Ravo is in a quick car, so he has a chance of getting his first podium in quite some time. And now the gap is coming down at the front, and lapped cars are not going to help this as the chance that these two at the bottom box are Castro, they could be lapped. And here are Headley, he's got a penalty for causing a collision, as it seems to be chaos in this section of the track. Ultra is right there with Davy Serracchiera, but what is this battle that's going on here? It is incredible, as down the south finish straight on lap 15, Ultra leads the Canadian Grand Prix. He's now through up into another place. Adelaide's into P10, Ultra gets 2 more into track limits. He needs to be extremely careful, otherwise this win could be an absolute jeopardy. Looks like he's in all or nothing mentality at the moment. He's at the fast second one. He is going for that fastest lap. He's got a 2-second lead. If he can put up 5 seconds, that would be a safe barrier as Devin Butler, his hearts are wearing out. It would be a miracle to stand on the not on the podium, to just actually get into the points for him. As down the inside, into the final corner, Adelaide still can't get ahead, but this time down the straight, he's got a lot more speed than Toro Rosso. The McLaren moves up to P9. Oh, was that Adelaide as well? Adelaide and Butler both getting penalties. I didn't see the reasons why, but Butler's struggling on that tyre a lot. He's done 10 laps on them. 2 laps to go. Ultra fast lap the race over 1 minute, .216. And it's 3 warnings out track limits, but it's a 6.6 second lead. So if he gets a penalty, he should be fine, as long as he doesn't do what happened at Monaco, which completely diminished his lead. He still won that race. And Mark Stein, he's got a penalty, and the virtual safety car is out. And we can see where the dot was. It was something slight, the dot. Yeah, it was right at this wall here on the right. So that is another retirement which we don't even see. And this may not be good for Ravo in his chances of getting onto the podium. Going to Benedetto though, he has got a lot to do here if he wants to get on the podium. So on fresh soft, and that is what's going to help him. It's been a horrible getaway for Nick Leon. Benedetto's had a perfect getaway, and he's going to go straight onto the attack, down the inside of the McLaren. And the McLaren sees position. That is Benedetto through to 5th place. Ultra leading by 12 seconds. Now he was around 3 seconds behind at his pit stop onto lap 14. And now look where he is. He's 12 seconds in the lead. It's an incredible lead for him. Not 12 seconds anymore, but it's still a huge lead. Ravo right on the back of your cable. Benedetto's got up there, and using DRS, he's gonna fly by them too. Like, wow. Has he got a jet engine on his car? Because that was so incredible speed, and it was a perfect maneuver. As Ravo is going ahead of Ukable. Ukable's going to fight this one back. It is a last lap battle here. Ultra has only got 2 more corners to go. He's got an incredible lead. Ravo down the inside. He's through into P4. Both these guys have done 10 laps on the hard tyres. Same thing for Davy Serracchiera as his tyres are gone. But round the final corner, it's 2 in a row. Ultra wins the Canadian Grand Prix. UK and Rainbow are still fighting here. They're fighting for P4, and this would be an incredible battle, and it is an incredible battle. James Saraceno will finish P2. UK will go to penalty for track limit. That's going to see him at least... Oh, they've made contact! This contact! At the very end of it, and UK Ball's cost track a lot of points there, and he's tumbling down the field. He could have at least salvaged a decent result, but no, it's all ended badly for Dragon there. Fernando crosses line P3, but Ravo looking to secure P4. As yes he does, it's P4 for Ravo and McLaren. Get an incredible P5 there, but where will BDS be at the end of that? I'm uncertain, but one thing's for sure. Wallace miraculously gets into the point, I think. As there we go, it is your podium, your top 3. 2 in a row for Ultra Pro. Then it's Davey Saraceno and Dominic Benedetto. It's a 1, 2, 3 for them 3. Been another incredible race, and what a dominant drive by Ultra Pro. That VSC really helping out. What timing it was. Now Ferrari cannot be more grateful than they are now for that. It's a very strong result for the Ferrari team, and they certainly deserve it. So congratulations to the Italian outfit. Let's listen to the Colombian national anthem. Ultra wins that Grand Prix from Davey Saraceno. That was Dominic Benedetto, Ravo, Nick Leon, John Sonic, Fox Adelaide, Thierry Henley, Firstio, Zach Wallace, UK Ball, Paolo Sierra, Dan Butler, Igorov, Van Horn, Afong, Dan Castro, Carson Model, and Daniel Bobstar, Marcus Klein, Sebastian Cameron, Tom Leon, all retiring out of this race. And that was it for Canada. We'll see you next time when F1 Classic returns. Have a good day. Goodbye.